Good afternoon and welcome to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on the Jai-Alai Channel. I'm Stu Nyman. I'm here with Andrew Bleckman, and we're pleased to welcome you to this Thursday afternoon performance. We have 9 games for you beginning at 4 p.m. In addition to fast and fun Jai-Alai action, each of today's games offers win, play, show, quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagers. These terms are new to you. We will explain them throughout the course of this afternoon's performance. We also have a pick 3 wager, and just like the name entails, correctly pick the winners of games 4, 5, and 6 to bet the pick 3, the high-paying high 5 jackpot with a $2,000 guarantee. The high 5 is a pick 5 wager. Correctly pick the winners of games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to cash in on that $2,000 guarantee. And if you're looking for an even bigger wager, we have the mighty Ocho jackpot that begins in game 1. Online wagering is available at watchandwager.com, or if you are in the state of Connecticut, the beautiful state of Connecticut, mywinners.com. We do have a scratch. We have 2 scratches and a game adjustment in today's performance. So if you were with us for the 12 p.m. performance, you'll recognize that we had to do some changing of our 5th game. There are scratches in each one of today's 9 games. Right now, we're going to give you a complete rundown of those scratches. First of all, Legend and Ron Ron have been scratched in all their scheduled appearances today. So Legend and Ron Ron have been scratched in all their scheduled appearances today. This is going to be a complete rundown of those scratches. Games 1 through 9 will then repeat those scratches before the beginning of each game. We're going to pay close attention to game number 5, the doubles game, because there's a big change that's been made there. Let's start with game 1. Game 1, post 6, scratch Legend, replace Legend with Ben. Game 1, post 6, scratch Legend, replace Legend with Ben. Game 2, post 1, scratch Legend, replace Legend with Ben. Game 2, post 1, scratch Legend, replace Legend with Ben. Game 3, post 3, scratch Legend, replace Legend with El Barba. Game 3, post 3, scratch Legend, replace Legend with El Barba. Game 4, post 2, scratch Legend, replace Legend with Bueno. Game 4, post 2, scratch Legend, replace Legend with Bueno. That brings us to Game 5, the fun game. It's our only doubles game today. Game 5, post 2, scratch Legend in the front court, replace Legend with Juice. Game 5, post 2, scratch Legend, replace Legend with Juice. This is going to be a complete rundown of the new Game 5. Game 5, post 1, Anderluck, El Barba. Game 5, post 2, Juice, Kubala. Game 5, post 3, Diaz, Bragley. Game 5, post 4, Lamonte, Douglas. Game 5, post 5, Fred, Ikeda. This is where the change comes in. Game 5, post 6, is now Jedin and Ben. Game 5, post 6, is now Jedin and Ben. Game 5, post 7, is now Bueno and Tennessee. Game 5, post 7, is now Bueno and Tennessee. The 8 post has been scratched entirely from Game 5. Once again, the 8 post has been scratched entirely from game number 5. Game 5 will only have posts 1 through 7 to be wagered on in this afternoon's performance. Brings us to Game 6, post 5, scratch Ron Ron, replace Ron Ron with Douglas. Game 6, post 5, scratch Ron Ron, replace Ron Ron with Douglas. Game 7, post 7, scratch Ron Ron, replace Ron Ron with Bragley. Game 7, post 7, scratch Ron Ron, replace Ron Ron with Bragley. Game 8, post 2, scratch Ron Ron, replace Ron Ron with Jedin. Game 8, post 2, scratch Ron Ron, replace Ron Ron with Jedin. Filing Game 9, post 3, scratch Ron Ron, replace Ron Ron with Tennessee. Game 9, post 3, scratch Ron Ron, replace Ron Ron with Tennessee. So that has been a complete rundown of the scratches of Legend and Ron Ron as they affect today's performance in its entirety, including the adjustments that have been made in Game 5. And once again, we will repeat those throughout the course of today's performance. So with all that in mind, we ask you to make those wagers as early as possible within scheduled post times, and then just sit back and relax because post time for the first game of our second matinee this afternoon is now just 5 minutes away. Andrew, did you get all that? Were you taking notes?
I've got the notes marked down here already. A lot of blue ink on the page. Yeah.
You write in blue? Oh, red. No, come on, red. You got to write it in red. Yeah. That way it sticks out.
It would have been a little more...
It's like,
yeah, the blue really blends into this, the black ink on this.
Well, you want to know why I bought red pens? It's because we post the program up for the players, so the players see what they finish in the cage, they take a look, they see what jersey they put on, etc. So we like it to stick out nice and bright and red, so they can't possibly say, sorry, I missed that, because you wrote it in black or blue or something like that. Say, look, it's written in red, how could you miss it?
You got to cover all the bases.
Oh, yeah, you learn these things as you go.
And quick note there. About Game 6, I think you may have said Douglas in there for Ron. It's Tennessee. Tennessee in there.
No, I stand corrected. I don't know why I did that.
Got Douglas, I think. Yeah, Douglas will be playing in Game 6 through 9 already, so he's not replacing anybody.
Tennessee.
It will be Tennessee in Post 5, Game 6, just to clarify all those scratches. And again, Stu will say them.
I screw up entirely. I own it. Andrew, thank you. Game 6, Post 5. Scratch Ron. Place Ron with Tennessee. Thank you. And
we'll repeat those scratches before all the games here. Is every game in this performance has some form of a scratch in it. Now with just 3 minutes away till the start of game number 1 here. And as we do before the first game of every performance, we got this video that will explain the scoring format for the first 8 games of this 9-game performance, and that is Spectacular 7 scoring. Take a look.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And that Spectacular 7 explanation video gives us now just 2 minutes till the start of game number 1, and we'll give you another reminder of that scratch for this first game. Post 6, you're going to scratch your legend and replace him with Ben. Game 1, Post 6, scratch your legend and replace him with Ben. I know there was a rule back in the day about having to say the scratches 3 times. Did it have to be the same person that said it 3 times? Or
no, it had to be announced to the public on 3 separate occasions prior to the beginning of the game. So you would do it, and that's how I got in the habit of repeating it twice. It became kind of a game with the state. Now, of course, this goes back 25 years. It's like, well, I did say it 3 times. Well, no, you didn't. I said, well, yeah, because I said it twice, one right after the other. And so then they started us. Sure. This is when you had the state literally sitting next to the announcer, and the state would actually do the stop bet.
Now we control that.
Yeah, now we kind of do everything right here in the announcer's booth, and so the state, and then you'd have to write under each game what time you announce the scratches. That's why that little thing that I have you do when you read the results.
Yeah, you got to put the time.
Just to put the time that you exactly anything that can potentially come back to you. It's like it's a saying that we used to have in the hospital. If it's not written, it didn't happen.
How about that? Makes sense. Yeah, sure.
That'll get us to game 1. We're ready to begin our first game. It's a Spectacular 7 singles match, played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of Post 1 is number 37, Tennessee. Our first matchup has Tennessee serving to the blue of Post 2, Diaz. Tennessee serves. We begin this afternoon's first game. Diaz back to the inside. Tennessee picks it up on the forehand. Juggling. Ball must be caught and stopped in that cesta. That ball bobbled on the catch of Diaz. First point goes to the 1. Tennessee first up on the board in our first game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt at post 3, El Barba. Point 3. Our next matchup has El Barba serving to Fred, wearing the green shirt at post 4. Fred, backhand, clipped the side wall. Barba got it. Fred, forehand rebote over the shoulder and off the court. Point 3. On the court, ready to receive in the black shirt at post 5. This matchup has El Barba serving to Lamonte. Point 3. Now receiving, yellow shirt at post 6. Here's Ben. Strong forehand throw by Ben. Gets by El Barba on the forehand. Point goes to the 6. In this next matchup, Ben will serve to the pink shirt at post 7. Here's Juice. There's a strong forehand throw by Juice. Juice again from the right side. Throws it to the outside. Ben makes the catch in the air. Juice on the run. He got there. Excellent effort to make that rebote, and his helmet stayed on. That's what's important. Good effort by Juice. Point goes to the 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt, post 8, is Jedin. Nice backhand throw by Jedin. Rebote saved by Ben. Gonna fall short of the front wall. Point 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return in the second round is Diaz. Diaz from the left side. Back to the inside. Beautifully thrown and scoring. Point 2. 2 serves to post 1, Tennessee. Tennessee on the backhand. Strong backhand. Rebote's out to the 8 line. Diaz turns it on the left side. There's a strong forehand throw by Tennessee. Diaz, nice rebote on the left side. Tennessee, went the wrong way. Point 2. Diaz on the board with 4 points, serving to post 4, returning. This matchup has Diaz serving to Fred. Ball tipped, point 2. Possible game point here for the blue shirt of post 2, Diaz. Trying to stop him, the black of post 5, Lamonte. And out of CESTA, the ball goes. Point and game to the blue shirt of post 2, Diaz. No playoff in our first game. 3 places, 6 shows. Unofficial order finish is 2, 3, 6. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results from Game 1. Our official is posted coming in first, post 2, Diaz. Taking second, post 3, El Barba. Coming in third, post 6, Ben Benoit substituting for the scratched legend. And there are your prices. The $2 Quinella 2-3, that's 2-3 or 3-2, $26.60. Trifecta, that's first, second, and third place finishing, $302.40. 2 to win. Diaz returning nicely in the win column there. $2 on 2 to win. Return $26.20. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 2. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. There is a scratch. Game 2, post 1. Scratch legend, replace legend with Ben. Game 2, post 1. Scratch legend, replace legend with Ben. Post time for game number 2 is now just 7 minutes away. Good luck.
And folks, to get you up to the start of that second game, those new fans who may be joining us here for the first time, here's a video that will explain in simpler terms how the sport of Jai-Alai here is played.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's CESTA makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's CESTA during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And there you have it. An easier way to understand everything you're about to see or have seen if you've been watching. Just a reminder that both Legend and Ron are scratched in all their scheduled appearances today. If you have a program that you're following along with, for the singles games, the subs at the bottom of the program are accurate. For the singles games, double game is a little bit more complicated. Before we start the high five, we'll do a rundown of that 5th game again, since that's part of both the pick 3 and the high five. But don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves right now, so we'll just go with Game 2, Post 1, Scratch Legend, replace Legend with Ben. Game 2, Post 1, Scratch Legend, replace Legend with Ben, but Legend and Ron are out. 5th game's been reorganized just a little bit. 4 minutes to go till we begin game number 2.
Started off the day with those predictions, too. And 2 guys I said this week I think they were going to rebound a little bit. That was Levante. How about his matinee performance? 1 win in a show for him in his 3 appearances. That was a far cry from what he did last week. Only 1 in-the-money finish, and that was a show. So got a top 2 finish here in his first performance of the weekend. That was a win for Levante. And then Diaz, the other guy taking the win in game number 1. It's been a while since he's found his way back in the win column. Was out there for, I think, the longest on our rosters is nearly a month and a half. Seemed like he was gone forever, but first win, Diaz picked up a win there. Weeks 14, 15. No weeks for him last week. That was week 16. But back of the win column here. 1 win for him in his 4 appearances thus far on the week. So good to see Diaz. Good to see everyone get back in the win column there, and especially Diaz there comes in with a positive attitude. Looked like he was happy today. Figured he was going to have a pretty good day, and just played like it out there.
And one player getting very specific attention in between the 2 matinees individualized attention from Juan Ramon Arasate on his rebote, on his left side rebote, was Anderluck.
Yep.
Anderluck working on one of the just weak parts of his game, something he's just had a difficult time doing, trying to make an adjustment so he's taking the ball closer to his body as opposed to overrunning it, is consistently what Anderluck does. He knows the rotate is coming out, he overruns it, then winds up having to take a step back and winds up just making one of these saves,
Right.
as opposed to, you always want to use your legs to keep the ball above your waist. So if you're moving forward, you want to move forward enough to where you're trying to catch the ball above your waist, whether it's on the right side or left side. Avoid the scoop, not try to reach too far over your head, etc. Try to catch the ball in the air. Same thing on the rebote, is you want to keep it right around your waist. And that's what we talk about when we talk about court positioning, is using your feet, using your foot speed to read where the ball is going to make it so it's an easy catch.
Right.
And there are players who, one player who I often refer to, but for those of you who knew, played Palm Beach, Tampa, and Miami, Oratio, made the game look absolutely effortless because his court positioning was excellent. I mean, I don't know that I saw him ever throw a fall down rebote in all the years that he played. I'm sure he did, but his positioning was absolutely impeccable. There's a number of players, of course, out there who had impeccable positioning. That's one thing that is a little on the difficult side to teach.
That's something that comes a little natural.
Yeah.
I think Douglas is just naturally one of those guys that always
Douglas
finds
has it
himself in the right
naturally.
position.
Douglas absolutely has it naturally. Everybody else has to get it just through repetition by being on the court, increased court time, move to the ball, and just a reminder, get that ball above your waist. You're looking at the ball as it's coming to you in the air. Keep your eye on it. Get your feet to get it, to get your body to where you're making the catch above your waist on the right or left side. We have less than a minute to go. Reminder, the Scratch Game 2 Post 1, Scratch Legend. Place Legend with Ben. We're ready to begin game number 2, a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1, substituting for Legend, is Ben. Receiving in the blue of post 2. Our first matchup has Ben serving to Lamonte. Ben serves. Game 2 has begun. With a tip ball, point 1. 1 first up on the board in our second game. This next matchup has Ben serving to the white shirt of post 3, Juice. Juice on the run, makes the catch on the forehand. Ben from the 8 line. Nice backhand. Doesn't overthrow it. Rebote saved by Juice. Ben with a hard throw from the forehand. Juice gets in there to make a good rebote. Puts it. What a catch by Ben. Ben caught it, but knew he was going to hold it. Was off his footing. That was great effort by Ben to try to complete that play. This point goes to the 3. Our next matchup has Juice serving to the green shirt of post 4. Here's Diaz. Rebote left side by Diaz. He gets back up. Ball tipped by Juice, point 4. Here's the black shirt of post 5. Our next matchup has Diaz serving to Tennessee. Ball missed. Point 4. In this matchup, Diaz will serve to the yellow shirt of post 6. Here's El Barba. Catch by Diaz. That cleared the overhead screen. El Barba going for it on the forehand. Just missed the forehand rebote. Point 4. Diaz made 3 straight points. In our next matchup, Diaz will serve to the pink shirt of post 7. Here's Fred. Strong forehand throw by Fred. Diaz moves into position, makes a nice rebote. Fred's out of position. Point 4. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Wearing the purple shirt of post 8, number 22, Bueno. Rebote left side by Diaz. Catch by Diaz at the 11 line. Long carom will score for Diaz. What a shot. Point 4. Straight points to a possible game point here for post 4. Points are, all matchups are double in our second round. Here's Lamonte. In and out of CESTA, the ball goes. Pointing game to the green shirt of post 4, Diaz. 4 wins it. 1 serves to 3. This is a playoff for second and third place. Juice on the backhand, low and hard. Juice going to look for a rebote. That's a tough one. Point and place to post 1. 3 shows. Unofficial order finishes 4, 1, 3. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results from Game 2 are official. Coming in first, post 4. Diaz taking second, post 1. Ben coming in third, post 3. Juice, 4, 1, 3 is the official order of finish for Game 2. And we'll have your prices up there in just a moment. Then after prices, we're going to give a snapshot of the scratches that affect the next couple games, including the 5th game doubles. There are your prices. $2 Quinella, 1-4. That's 1-4-4-1. $38 even. The trifecta, 4-1-3. $234.20. Look at Diaz to win again. $2 on Diaz to win returns $24.60.
Could have had a nice first 2 games there. You bet Diaz back-to-back. That's
impressive,
the price
huh?
there, 26.20 in the first game, 24.60 here. I mean, granted, hasn't been able to find the win column that much, but this past 2 games, I mean, those numbers speak for themselves.
Up next is game number 3, which begins wagering on the high 5 jackpot. We're going to go over the scratches for the next 3 games. If you're following along with the program, Legend and Ron are scratched in all their scheduled appearances this evening. So those scratches you can pick up from the substitute at the bottom of each one of the singles games. So game 3 is up next. Game 3, post 3. Scratch Legend, replace Legend with El Barba. Game 3, post 3. Scratch Legend, replace Legend with El Barba. We'll look to Game 4. Post 2, scratch Legend, replace Legend with Bueno. Game 4, post 2. Scratch Legend, replace Legend with Bueno. Game 5 is where the big changes take place. Game 5, post 2. Scratch Legend, replace Legend with Juice. Game 5, post 2. Scratch Legend, replace Legend with Juice. This is the new lineup for Game 5. Game 5, post 1, Anderluck, El Barba. Game 5, post 2, Juice Kubala. Game 5, post 3, Diaz Bragley. Game 5, post 4, Lamonte Douglas. Game 5, post 5, Fred Ikeda. Game 5, post 6 is now Jedin and Ben. Game 5, post 6 again is now Jedin and Ben. Game 5, post 7 is now Bueno and Tennessee. Game 5, post 7 is now Bueno and Tennessee. The 8 post has been scratched entirely from all wagering in Game 5. Game 5, post 8. Scratch the 8 post from all wagering in Game 5. That's the next 3 games worth of scratches for this Thursday afternoon performance. Again, sorry for the inconvenience associated with that, but we want to get you the information as straight away as possible. Post time for Game 3 and the High Five is now 6 minutes away. Reminder to scratch Game 3, Post 3. Scratch Legend, replace Legend with El Barba.
Welcome back to the Robote Recap. 16 weeks into the 2020 Magic City Jai-Alai season, and the top 3 players from last week stood firm in their positions at the top of the singles championship standings. Douglas stumbled out of the gates, tallying just 1 win in his first day of the playing week, but the Wonder Boy refocused and regained his form to finish off the week with 7 wins and a roster-leading total of 20 in the money finishes for the week. Number 13 still holds on to his number 1 spot in the singles standings with his 86 victories for the season. Ron took advantage of Douglas's slow start, claiming win after win in the early portion of the week. In the end, number 12 secured a roster-leading total of 10 victories for the week. After an inspired week of play by Ron, he now finds himself 13 games away from being ranked number 1. And continuing to claim the 3rd place position is number 22, Bueno. The 2nd generation Pelotari put together one of his best weeks of the season, compiling 7 wins, 5 places, and 4 shows across his 43 singles appearances. Most importantly, his week 16 output helped Bueno protect his hold on 3rd place by a total of 8 games. Top 3 aside, our honorary mention goes to number 8, Jedin. With the standout performance of the week, this Super Bowl champ showcased an impressive combination of on-court confidence, consistent defense, and improved precision that resulted in a career-high week. Number 8 made the biggest leap up the standings, moving into week 17 in 9th place overall with 38 singles wins. Not too bad for a guy who traded in his pads and cleats for a CESTA Amplota just 3 years ago. Out of all the tremendous action we saw from the roster at Magic City, the Golden Cesta was clinched by Ron. Nobody could take down number 12 in week 16 as he had his competitors making the dreaded walk back to the bench all week long. Even after suffering an injury which resulted in missing the final performance of the week, Ron was too far ahead to be caught, leading the way with 10 singles victories of his 24 games played. Ron has now won a roster-high 4 Golden Cestas and perhaps more importantly, demonstrated that he will not go down without a fight in the race for the singles crown. Magic City continued with its 1 doubles game per performance in Week 16, giving us a glimpse of what we can expect to see in the 2nd doubles tournament that will commence in the next few weeks. Again, the results of these games don't count towards the Doubles Championship Series, but this bonus period of doubles play at Magic City is contributing to even better, faster-paced, high-intensity Jai-Alai. After just 1 win in Week 15, the familiar duo of Douglas and Lamonte got back in the swing of things, resulting in 2 wins and 1 show. The reigning champs seemed to be hitting their stride at just the right time, displaying improved communication and stretches of that dominant play that we saw so many times during the first doubles tournament. The pairing of Juice and Ron continued their solid doubles play as well, putting together another excellent 2-win effort in Week 16. Ron's doubles play in particular just gets better and better with each game, and if he can keep it up, he will be a legitimate threat to the doubles title that Douglas and Lamonte will be defending with any player he gets paired up with. And the fan favorite sweetheart pairing of Bueno and Tennessee found the win column just 1 time with 2 additional in the money finishes. Expect to see these same pairings for the last time here in Week 17, and make sure to stay tuned for the highly anticipated reveal of the new doubles pairings for Tournament 2 coming very soon. Shout out to this week's fantasy winner, Almortha. Almortha will receive a Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt as well as the full $150 cash prize for its stellar performance in Week 16. Watch our weekly fantasy review on our Instagram page at Jai-Alai Channel for more details on Team Almortha's winning Week 16 lineup. Every week is a new chance to earn points for your fantasy team, so you can always come back to your team or join the league at any time. And remember, the cash prize of $150, sponsored by Magic City Jai-Alai, will remain unlocked as long as there are 150 active league members. But that's not all. If we surpass 200 active members, Magic City has agreed to increase the prize money to $200, and it will remain unlocked at that value. Visit fantasyhighlight.com to join the league for free, draft your own fantasy team, and start winning. This week's Robote play goes to number 12, Ron Ron. In this game point situation, Bueno and Ron Ron had a fast-paced back-and-forth rally going to close out the 7th game of the Friday matinee performance. Bueno powered a strong 3-wall forehand from the outside that had Ron Ron on his heels in jeopardy of losing his perfect game. The former pro from the Philippines didn't panic, sprinted to the back wall to get into position, and dug out an unbelievable full-extension diving Robote that went on to help him find the win column yet again. Expect to see more of this type of effort from Ron Ron as he looks to make a monumental comeback and recapture that coveted spot at the top of the singles championship standings. Check out this picturesque Robote save that earned Ron Ron the Robote Play of the Week.
Ron Ron straight to the outside with it. There's Bueno on a quick bounce, brings it in. Goes back over the top. Ron Ron running with it. Diving, gonna get there on a full extension dive. And folks, that was the Robote recap, recapping the play from last week. It was week number 16 here at Magic City Jai-Alai. We are now right about at the time we're going to start this third game. Going to hold it up here for about a minute. Last chance to get those bets in for the high five. Final reminder of the scratch as well. Game 3, post 3. Going to scratch a legend, replace him with El Barba. Post 3, scratch a legend, replace him with El Barba. And last chance to place bets for that high five. Just under $1,000 in that carryover, so given what's bet into it right now, trying to do the math here quickly. I think we're going to be over. Yep, going to be over 2,000 for sure.
Time to begin game number 3, a spectacular 7 singles match. Played at 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Game 3 begins today's high five. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Juice. Our first matchup has Juice serving 2, the blue of post 2, worn by Lamante. Juice serves. We begin game 3. Lamante from the backhand. Juice makes the catch. Ball gets by Lamante on the forehand and scores point 1. Juice first up on the board in our third game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3. Substituting for legend is El Barba. Scoop attempt missed on the forehand of Juice. Point goes to the 3. Our next matchup has El Barba serving to the green shirt of post 4. Fred. Fred winds up, plays at 2-all. El Barba read it, couldn't stop it. Point 4. Fred now serves to the black shirt of post 5. Receiving is Bragley. In and out of CESTA, the ball goes. Point 4. Fred will now serve to the yellow shirt of post 6, Jedin. Fred makes the save. Jedin attacking from the forehand, just out of position. Point 4. Fred's made 3 straight points. He now serves to the pink shirt of post 7. Receiving is Diaz. Diaz reaches out from the left side. There's the backhand. Fred catches it in the air. Low and hard to the inside. Diaz has it, holds onto it, returns it. Very nice. Diaz takes it in the air. Backhand straight to the overhead screen. That's out of play, point 4. 4 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 8, Tennessee. Forehand rebote to the pad by Fred, point 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return in the second round is Lamonte. A hard throw by Lamonte. Good catch by Tennessee. Lamonte had a CESTA on it, could not bring it in. Point 8. Tennessee has 3 points in our next matchup. He serves to the returning one post, the red shirt worn by Juice. Soft touch by Juice has Tennessee on the run, and it scores, point 1. Juice has 3 points. He serves to the 3 post. Returning for this matchup is El Barba. Juice from the forehand at the 8 line. Hard to the inside he goes. El Barba takes it in the air. Point 3. El Barba has 3 points. In this matchup, he serves the returning 5 post. In the black shirt, we have Bragley. Powerful forehand throw by Bragley. Rebote left side by El Barba. Bragley missed the ball on the backhand. Point 3. Possible game point for the white shirt at post 3, El Barba. Trying to stop him, the yellow shirt at post 6, Jedden. In and out of CESTA the ball goes. Point and game, ladies and gentlemen of the white shirt of post 3, El Barba. El Barba wins it, 4 places, 8 serves to 1. This is a playoff for 3rd place. Point and show to post 8. Tennessee. Unofficial order finish 3-4-8. Results from Game 3 are official. Coming in first, post 3, El Barba. He was substituting for Legend. Taking second, post 4, Fred. Coming in third, post 8, Tennessee. 3-4-8 is the official order finish for Game number 3. And the first number for today's High Five, the number 3, will have your prices up here in just a moment. That game left a little to be desired, I think is how I would describe that.
I think that's accurate. Right.
Yes, I think that... It has nothing to do with the fact that El Barba won it. He deserved to win it, but you like to see the guys catch the ball, return it, an occasional nice shot here and there.
A lot of drops there, but said only 3 games into this program, a lot more to go here. So
someone's put money in these win pools, though.
Yeah,
I will say that. I mean, so we'll talk about the Quinella first. So that's right, I said Quinella. I'll mix it up every now and then.
Yeah.
That's right. I know there should be much chatter about how I pronounce quinella. $2 quinella, 3-4-4-3, $96.60. 50-cent trifecta price, 348, 277.35, and that win, El Barba to win, returning $27.80. That's our third game. We haven't had a win price below $20.
All three of them are over $20 so far.
I like to see that.
Let's keep that streak going.
It's little things like that just stick out. They're nice. That's right. So $2 on 3 to win, return $27.80. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 4, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Here's a scratch. Game 4, post 2, scratch. Legend. Replace Legend with Bueno. Game 4, post 2, scratch Legend. Replace Legend with Bueno. Post time for game number 4 is now just 7 minutes away. Good luck.
I really got the name El Barba from Coach JR. You know, like the first day I came into practice, he was like, "Oh, La Barbas." You know, he called me the beard. And, you know, it kind of just stuck. The most frustrating aspect of highlight for me probably would be anticipation. Because the ball's going so fast, you don't have time to wait to see where the ball's going to be thrown. It's frustrating, you know, but at the end of the day, I'm playing a sport for money, okay? My goal is to go out there, win every point, as soon as I step on the court, win the game, and call that game a day. You know, that's it.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. I sell ice cream, rather sell a CD.
I have a security company, a beauty salon.
I've been doing music for a very long time.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I play highlight.
We're looking to transition from dog racing to highlight. I went to the university. I said, listen, I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
They paying us, man, and we can win big money. Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
If you're going to come into the sport, you got to be dedicated. You're going to be a piece of cake.
We knew going in, they're not going to be great the first day.
It'll be like the Jamaicans with the bobsled team. Game time now, man.
This is going to be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I got to win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
And folks, you saw a trailer there for the award-winning documentary Magic City Hustle after El Barba's little profile there. But if you'd like to watch Magic City Hustle for yourself there, it's about the start of the highlight program here at Magic City. Just a few years ago, head on over to our website, MagicCityCasino.com there. Under the highlight tab, there's a button that says Magic City Hustle. You can click on that. It'll take you directly to the website. Or you can just type in MagicCityHustle.com directly into your browser. Either way you do it, it'll take you to the same main page where you can make a purchase of that film there for $5. And from there, enjoy it as many times as you like.
3 minutes to go. Do we begin Game 4? Game 4 will begin in just 3 minutes. Reminder, the scratch Game 4, Post 2. Scratch Legend. Replace Legend with Bueno. Game 4, Post 2. Scratch Legend. Replace Legend with Bueno. So yes, a few new players making an appearance in this game. Andrew Luck, particularly well motivated, spent the entire time in between the two matinees working on specifically on his Robotech. And about a half hour of that time was one-on-one with Ara. So, you know, whether or not, I don't think one practice is necessarily going to translate, but it'll tell you where his head's at coming into this second matinee.
Yeah, certainly seems to be a lot more focused on a guy that was playing some great highlight these past couple of weeks. So the fact that he's out there, he knows he left a lot out on the table in that first performance, so he's working on that Robote. Usually when guys have those intense practice sessions, they go out there and they're by themselves. Usually they got a little chip on their shoulder. They're ready to perform here.
He needs to practice by himself. He's not Okay, he's a great Anderson is a great guy. He really is. A tremendous person. I mean, you've seen him in the one-on-one interviews with you. You know how professional he is.
Yeah.
But he's a bit intense for the practices.
Yeah.
And practices, he does play well with others. But as far as following direction, probably should just be him and a coach out there if you're wanting to do a certain, if you're looking to accomplish a certain thing with him, which is what he did.
Yeah, but it's individualized. I mean, that's interesting because he's a guy that's made it known that he's more of a singles player than a doubles player, likes to be out there by himself. I think it's just easier, one of those guys, it's easier for him to just keep doing the reps, learn out there by himself, and certainly paid off here these past few weeks, but Anderlecht looking to get back on track of this performance. So it was 2 for 2. Said Lamonte was going to have a good day today because seemed to be showing signs of life. When I wouldn't say it's a good day, he's picked up a win and some fantasy points, so good day for the purposes of fantasy. Diaz, talked about him, picked up 2 wins in a row in these first 2, so got to say that Anderlecht here may come back. And Douglas as well. Uncharacteristic performance from him in those.
Or if nothing else for me, you know what I want? I just want to see better play.
Yeah.
That's all I want. Whether or not it results in a first, second, or third,
exactly. That's where you get misled.
Yeah, that's between them and Highline.
Right.
No. I just want to see good catches, good throws. I want to see good shots thrown. I want to see good effort trying to get to those shots. That's all I'm looking for.
Right.
And I'll give compliments when compliments are due.
Absolutely.
We're ready to begin. Game number 4. A spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Game 4 does begin today's Pick 3. And for fans of the Pick 3, we have something new and interesting coming next week.
Yes.
But for now, Game 4 begins today's Pick 3. Serving in the red shirt of Post 1 is Bragley. Receiving in the blue of Post 2. Substituting for Legend is Bueno. Bragley serves. Game 4 has begun. Strong backhand by Bueno. Did clip the sidewall. Went into Chula. Not coming out to be played. Point 2. White shirt of Post 3 receives. Here's El Barba. Good catch by El Barba. Trying to thread the needle with that low reverse just on the inside. That hit the pad. Pad is bad. Point 2. Here's the green shirt of Post 4 receiving. Juice. Hard throw by Juice. Picked up on the forehand of Bueno. Bueno throwing it to Juice's feet. Juice turns to make the rebote. Turn the wrong way. Point 2. Bueno's on the board with 3 points. Serving now the black shirt of Post 5. In this matchup, we have Bueno serving to Tennessee. Catch by Bueno. Goes deep. There's a rebote thrown by Tennessee. Tennessee kind of got out of the way. But Bueno still made it to catch. Tennessee swinging at it. Threw it off the court. Point 2. Two on the board with 4 points. Serving now to the yellow shirt of Post 6. Receiving is Jedin. There's the serve by Bueno. Jedin with a hop makes the catch at the 10 line. Bueno moves up on the ball, catches it on the backhand. A hard backhand to the inside. Jedin for the rebote. Swing and a miss, and he's still going. He's still going. He's still going. Like the ever-ready bunny. Just keeps on going and going and going. Point 2. Two on the board with 5 points. Here's the pink shirt of post 7, Anderluck. Over serve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. That was a nice 5 straight points for Bueno. Anderluck gets the point. He now serves in this matchup to the purple shirt of post 8, Ben. Ben from the left side. Anderluck from the 9 line. Beautiful backhand thrown by Anderluck. Robote left side by Ben. Anderluck off his footing, still comes up with the catch. Fires the carom. Ben got there. Stops it on the forehand. Anderluck gets there. Excellent, excellent effort to try to make that Robote off his footing. It landed wide. Point goes to the 8. Great effort by both Anderluck and Ben in that point. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return in the second round, Bragley. Ben makes the catch. Here's the catch by Bragley. Ben from the right side. Scoop by Bragley. The hard throw. He fell. Ben being very polite by not throwing the 2-all. Robote left side by Ben. Here's Bragley. Back at the 11 line. Strong forehand throw. Robote goes to the outside. Ben's there. Got it off. Going to take a big, big bounce. Bragley's big enough to bring it down. Returns a carom. That scores. What a well-played point. Excellent shot by Bragley. Point 1. Bragley's on the board with 2 points in this matchup, serving to the white shirt of post 3, El Barba. Forehand by El Barba. Catch by Bragley. Scoop by El Barba. Bragley makes the catch. Throws a cortada. That scores. Point 1. Bragley's on the board with 4 points, serving to the 4 posts. This matchup has Bragley serving to Juice. What a hard thrown ball by Juice. Unfortunately, it's thrown off the court. Point 1. Possible game point for the red shirt of post 1. Bragley trying to stop him. Tennessee. Strong forehand by Tennessee. Bragley's going to look for the Robote. Difficult Robote, not playable, 0.5. Play continues, 5 on the board with 2 points. In this matchup, Tennessee will serve to Jedden. Nice backhand by Jedden. Good catch by Tennessee. Beautiful throw by Jedden to the inside. That's another one of those where you got to catch it coming the front way. 0.6. Jedden has 2 points. He serves the returning two-post Bueno. He takes the court with possible game point. Bueno from the left side. Powerful backhand. That scores. Point and game to the blue shirt of post 2. Bueno. 2 wins it. 1 places. 5 serves to 6. This is a playoff for third place. Nice backhand by Jedden. Scores. Point and a third place finish for Jedden in the yellow shirt of post 6. Unofficial order finish 2-1-6. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results from Game 2 are official. Results rather from Game 4. Well, Game 2 is official as well. Results from Game 4 are official. Coming in first, post 2, Bueno. Taking second, post 1, Bragley. Coming in third, post 6, Jedden. 2-1-6 is the official order finish for Game 4, and we'll have your prices up in just a moment. So yes, the play showing some improvement in that last game. Bragley brought... It's funny, I glanced down at the chat, and I believe that I saw someone said, Vamos Chimela. Interesting name to hear from. Chimela, absolute phenomenal, was known as arguably the best wall climber of all time.
That's what I was going to say. I think
played
that was
from the 1950s throughout this. Actually, at the time of his retirement, he had played to 51, I believe he was.
51? He was still
51
just going up the wall?
in Hartford and Connecticut. Not as much going up the wall at 51.
Second half of his
But just
career,
a tremendous player that played 60s, 70s, 80s, and into the 90s. Yeah, no.
4-decade player.
Yeah, he's absolute tremendous player. Very, very quiet guy, but dynamic. There are your prices for game number 4. The $2 Quinella 1-2. That's 1-2 or 2-1, $15.80. The trifecta 2-1-6, $92. And our first win price that's under the $20 point. $2 on 2 to win, returning $9.80. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our first and only doubles game in this performance. And this is a reminder that, just like the first matinee, we have restructured our next game with scratches and post position adjustments, so please listen carefully. Game 5 is up next. There are 2 scratches in Game 5 and some adjustments. Game 5, post 2, scratch legend, replace legend with juice. This is the rundown of Game 5. Game 5, post 1, Anderluck El Barba. Game 5, post 1 is Anderluck El Barba. Game 5, post 2 is Juice and Kubala. Game 5, post 2 is Juice and Kubala. Game 5, post 3, Diaz Bragley. Game 5, post 3, Diaz Bragley. Game 5, post 4, Lamonte Douglas. Game 5, post 4, Lamonte Douglas. Game 5, post 5, Fred Ikeda. Game 5, post 5, Fred Ikeda. Game 5, post 6 is now Jedden and Ben. Game 5, post 6 is now Jedden and Ben. Game 5, post 7 is now Bueno and Tennessee. Game 5, post 7 is now Bueno and Tennessee. The entire 8 post has been scratched. There is no post 8 to wager on in Game 5. You may only wager on posts 1 through 7. Post time for game number 5 is just 6 minutes away. Good luck.
I love Jai-Alai. I think Jai-Alai's a beautiful game. My favorite part of playing Jai-Alai would be that I get to compete. I get to come into a facility with other competitors that are trying their hardest. I get to come out here and try my hardest. Win or lose, you feel a sense of accomplishment at the end of the day after coming in and giving it your all. My 2020 goal is when you open up the program, it should say Chris Bueno, win percentage, 150 or better, and in the money percentage, 400 or better. I'm gonna finish every game that I get possible game point.
Congratulations to this week's Fantasy Highlight winner, Team Almortha. Team Almortha was able to outlast the competition, tallying an impressive mark of 175 points with the roster of singles players Anderluck, Bueno, and Jedin, and doubles pairing Diaz and Carballo. Jedin helped guide this team to victory, following up his standout performance from Week 15 with an even better display in Week 16. The former Kane and Super Bowl champ took full advantage of his extra appearances, filling up the stat sheet with 7 wins, 5 places, and 6 shows for a total of 62 fantasy points. At an increased price of $7, Jedin still proved to be well worth it, scoring the second most points on the roster behind only Douglas, the most expensive pick, at $11. Having not splurged on either of the big guns, Big Al still had enough of his budget remaining to pick up another slightly pricey but highly valued player, Bueno. Number 22 responded with his best fantasy performance since Week 12, adding 7 victories of his own and a total output of 60 fantasy points. Bueno was worth every penny at his $8 price tag, finishing as the 4th highest scorer behind the previously mentioned Douglas at $11 and Ron at $9. With just $6 remaining, Big Al decided to spend 5 more on his final singles player, Anderluck. The decision ultimately proved to be the difference maker, as number 1 brought his unparalleled intensity to the court in Week 16, ending with 4 wins, 7 places, and 5 shows for a 51-point fantasy output. As a $5 choice, Anderluck outscored 4 of the higher-priced players, including Ikeda, who was priced at $8, Carballo at $7, and Ben and Tennessee at $6. And with just $1 left, Big Al chose the doubles pairing of Carballo and Diaz to round out the lineup. The duo didn't quite perform to a level of amazement, but their 2 fantasy points were still enough to put Team Almortha over the top. With this victory, Big Al has now joined Team PCast as the only entries with multiple fantasy victories, putting both in contention for the special bonus prize at the end of the season. Big Al will receive a Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt, as well as the first ever full $150 cash prize for his win in Week 16. It's important to note that cash prizes will remain unlocked for the duration of the season as long as there are 150 or more active teams in the league. And it doesn't end there. If the league reaches 200 members, the weekly prize money will increase yet again to $200. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Just sign up for free at fantasyhighlight.com, pick your players, and watch your progress on the Highlight Channel. The more people who play, the more money to be won, so help us spread the word. And remember, every week is a brand new chance to update your team and win. You can find more details regarding the Fantasy League on the Instagram page at Highlight Channel or at fantasyhighlight.com.
And folks, that was I saw a couple things there. You got Bueno's profile for the win there. Bueno still holding on to that all-important third and final bonus money slot in those championship singles standings there. That was his 57th win of the season, opened his lead up over 4th place. Tennessee and Ikeda are tied in 4th place. They have 47 wins, so 10-length lead for Bueno as he holds on to that all-important third and final bonus money slot there. And before we get into the next thing, we got a lot of scratches here, so maybe we'll run through those first, too.
Let's give one more rundown of the new lineup for Game 5. Game 5, Post 1, Anderluck, El Barba. Game 5, Post 2 is now Juice and Kubala. Game 5, Post 3 remains Diaz and Bragley. Game 5, Post 4 remains Lamonte and Douglas. Game 5, Post 5 remains Fred and Ikeda. Game 5, Post 6 is now Jedin and Ben. Once again, Game 5, Post 6 is now Jedin and Ben. Game 5, Post 7 is now Bueno and Tennessee. Game 5, Post 7 is now Bueno and Tennessee. The 8 post has been scratched entirely from Game 5.
See how good Ron was there? He put those entries right up there as you started saying them. No communication needed.
We always forget that there's, in addition to people who are tuned in, as far as, well, Scott's always watching and listening, so that's one. That's one. The person known as producer with the long hair is also always watching and listening, or usually watching and listening. So there are those two. And Ron.
Yeah, always.
Ron, who makes the cameras work perfectly.
Yeah, and again, we had an update there for Fantasy. We have eclipsed 150 players for this week. We didn't get to that. Congratulations again to Big Al on his win there for last week's Fantasy Highlight. $150 going to the winner in addition to that Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt. So good luck again this week. We got the one and only doubles game, so strap in. It's going to go quick.
Serving in the red shirts at Post 1, we have Anderluck and El Barba. Receiving in the blue at Post 2, Juice and Kubala. Anderluck serves. We begin game 5. Kubala from the left side. El Barba's there. Juice from the left side. Hard backhand throw. Scooped by El Barba. Forehand gets away from Kubala and hits the overhead screen, point 1. White shirts of post 3 receive. Here's Diaz and Bragley. Bragley throws it strong from the right side. Anderluck tipped it on a scoop, point 3. Here's the green shirts of post 4. This matchup has Diaz serving to Lamonte and Douglas. Powerful backhand by Douglas. Diaz makes the rebote. Tejada rebote is going to score. Point 3. Here are the black shirts of post 5. In this matchup, Diaz will serve to Fred and Ikeda. Ikeda from the left side. There's the backhand. Bragley moving cross court nicely. Throws it a little low for the backcourt. However, Ikeda's on it. Bragley with a hop makes the catch. Ikeda comes cross court to the outside to make the catch. Bragley to the inside. Ikeda's there. Backhand from the 10 line. Good catch by Bragley. He holds onto it. Strong backhand follows. Oy, I think that went between his legs. Long caroms off the court. That was an interesting point. Point 5. Yellow shirts of post 6 receive. Here's Jedden and Ben. Over serve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. That passed. This point goes to the 6. 6 will serve to the pink shirts of post 7. Now receiving are Bueno and Tennessee. Bueno picks the serve. Winds up. Tejada to the inside. Jedden got assessed on it. But well thrown otherwise by Bueno, point 7. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now double through the end of the game. First to return, post 2, Juice and Kubala. Low, hard backhand, picked up by Tennessee. Tennessee goes deep. Catch by Kubala. Kubala sends it back. Rebote forehand by Bueno. Catch by Kubala. Tennessee on the backhand from the 12 line. Ball tipped in the backcourt. Point 7. Bueno and Tennessee with 3 points. Returning, post 1, the red shirts, Anderluck and El Barba. Ball dropped, midcourt, point 7. Straight points to a possible game point here for the pink shirts of post 7, Bueno and Tennessee. Trying to stop them are Lamonte and Douglas. Strong backhand by Douglas. That's a great catch by Tennessee. Douglas from the 10 line. Bueno sends it back. Douglas on the forehand from the 13 line. Bueno on the left side. Fine catch by Douglas. He goes deep. Caught on the forehand of Tennessee. Douglas from the left side. Robote. Forehand by Bueno to the inside. Douglas is there. Good catch. Nice backhand. Bueno from the 8 line. Another good catch by Douglas. That. Swing and a miss. Point 4. Play continues. Receiving post 3, the white shirts. In this matchup, Lamonte serves to Diaz and Bragley. Good catch by Douglas. Low and in the inside. Bragley reached out and grabbed it. Bragley rips another one. Here's Douglas. Douglas going for Cortada from the 10 line that hit the pad. Point 3. 3 on the board with 4 points. Serving to post 5. This matchup has Diaz serving to Fred and Ikeda. Under serve. Ball still must land even in doubles between the 4 and 7 line. This point goes to the 5. Fred and Ikeda are on the board with 3 points. In this matchup, they serve to post 6, the yellow shirts, Jedin and Ben. Big backhand, a little too hard, hit the overhead screen, point 5. Possible game point, black shirts at post 5, Fred and Ikeda. Trying to stop them, post 2, Juice and Kubala.
Bro, that would have hit the screen on an outdoor court.
Kubala makes a good catch at the 10 line off a good serve by Fred. Here's Ikeda deep in the backcourt. Catch by Kubala. Ikeda with a hop, missed the ball on the forehand. Point 2, play continues again. Juice and Kubala on the board with 2 points, serving the returning 1 post, Anderluck and El Barba. Anderluck picks the serve, rifles the backhand. Robote with a nice touch by Juice. Anderluck stops it. 3-wall play. That was a good effort by Kubala to try to make a difficult catch in the middle of the court. Very good effort. Nice throw by Anderluck, scores point 1. Anderluck and El Barba with 3 points, serving to post 7, the pink shirts, Bueno and Tennessee. Possible game point for post 7. Anderluck rifles this double serve. That is a beautiful serve. Anderluck tipped this one at the 9 line. Point end game. Pink shirts of post 7. Bueno and Tennessee. No playoff here. 5 places, 3 shows. Unofficial order finish 7-5-3. I sincerely think that Robote that I jumped about literally came off of the back wall and went between Ikeda's legs.
Had to.
Or I guess it could have gone on either side of him. I mean, it happens obviously very quickly, but it was, wow. So, result from Game 5 is 7-5-3. It's official. Coming in first, post 7, Bueno and Tennessee. Taking second, post 5, Fred and Ikeda. Coming in third, post 3, Diaz and Bragley. There are your prices. $2 Quinella. That's first and second in any order. So 5-7, 7-5, Quinella. $72 even. The trifecta, 7-5-3, $281.80. That's first, second, and third place. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, game number 6, a spectacular 7 singles match. Played at 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. There is a scratch. Game 6, post 5. Scratch Ron Ron, replace Ron Ron with Tennessee. Game 6, post 5. Scratch Ron Ron, replace Ron Ron with Tennessee. Post time for game number 6, which closes out the pick 3, now just 6 minutes away. Good luck.
And to get you up to the start of that 6th game, started those feature singles games. We have this video that will explain here in simpler terms for those new fans how the sport of Jai-Alai is played.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's CESTA makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's CESTA during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And now 5 minutes away from the start of game number 6 there, as you saw those will pays for that pick 3 rolling across your screen here. We see all 3 out of 3 numbers, which perhaps a good sign if you bet that high 5 today. We saw maybe, was there a 1 out of 3 up on that pick 3 board there, and then in the high 5, there was 1 4 out of 5, and then 7 of those numbers were 3 out of 5. So tough day to predict there in that matinee. You got Lamonte getting a win there. You had, I think, was Lamonte Fred back-to-back? Don't know if they were both part of that high 5, but certainly one of them was there and had a lot of consolation tickets, but we'll be over that $2,000 for the high 5, and you'll see those coming up after this 6th game.
And you seem absolutely fascinated by this question that came out of, it was submitted to us by the Jai-Alai Channel on behalf of, I imagine, the live chat, if I was looking, about Stumela somehow comparing me to Chimelo, which would be the worst comparison you could possibly make. And I was telling you, yeah. I climbed the wall one time, literally, in the Miami Jai-Alai School at North Miami Amateur, and I was either 16 or 17, because I know that I was driving. So I know that I was driving there. I wasn't driven by my parents. So I know that I was driving, and I remember I was playing a decent point. It was singles. It was on the 150-foot court at North Miami, and in the equivalent of what we were playing, I had possible game point. I had come from the outside, and the ball was beyond my reach to the inside. And literally, I just went running straight for the side wall to catch it on the left side, and reflexively put my foot up and just remember the sensation of bouncing off and making the catch in the air. I mean, in retrospect, I mean, this is 30 plus years ago, and I was an amateur playing in the Miami Jai-Alai School. But literally, I remember this, and I know I only did it once. I know that I've only done it once. Right. I know that it was a one-time thing. I remember being very shocked. I threw it without holding it. So I do remember that I did get it off, and I do remember that I won the point.
You won the point and game? That's a heck of a way.
I do remember that I won the point and game. And I'm sure the way that I played back then, I would have left immediately.
So that's it, boys.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I'm done.
That's it.
That's all I got today.
That's it.
I was going to say, that's pretty... I mean, how do you go up the wall? I mean, technique-wise, is that something that that you practice? I mean, because it looks... I mean, you go up there, you see guys running at full speed a lot of times, and you think that ankles and feet would get kind of crunched up, I mean, at the pace they're moving along that side wall.
Well, you do it to catch it on the left side, primarily. I have seen it... and you go with the opposite foot.
Do it on
No. I have seen guys push off with their hand and their left foot to get enough height to catch it on the right side. That used to be a picture that we used to do for.
Wow.
Yeah, if you look at a lot of the old Jai-Alai photos, of guys jumping off the wall. Invariably, there was someone behind the photographer literally throwing the ball up in about the right position. So you'd have, for instance, Magoo, the tremendous backcourter, number 10 Magoo, who played at Miami. Magoo's in almost all of the billboards in Highline. In fact, I believe one of the things that we have here is literally from Magoo back then.
Yeah.
Just he came off the wall beautifully, pushing off with his left foot to catch the ball on his right side to get extra height. Now you see, here there's not.
But if
so
you're
much,
Bradley, you just have natural leaping.
Yeah,
ability.
exactly.
You can just get to those, right?
No, but here there's no real reason, because remember, it's like at Miami or if someone's throwing it over your head, there's a possibility it's going to chick-chack or chula. You need to stop it before it goes over your head. Passing is a big deal in traditional highlight. Less of a deal here because we have no chick-chack and very few chulas. So there's no real reason to risk a foot injury like Carballo had, where he did it in his first couple weeks and wound up shattering his ankle, and a few $1,000s worth of surgery later he hasn't done. So here the Rebotes come out, so there's not as much reason to wall jump.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely comparing me
memorable
to,
story. Yeah.
No, that's happened once, and it was a long time ago. Less than a minute to go to begin Game 6. Final reminder, the scratch. Game 6, Post 5. Scratch Ron Ron. Replace Ron Ron with Tennessee. We're ready to begin game number 6. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Game 6 closes out today's pick 3. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Bragley. Receiving in the blue of post 2, Ben. Bragley serves. We begin game 6. Powerful backhand by Ben. Rebote by Bragley, showing good control on that left side rebote. Bragley from the 10 line. Good catch by Ben. Ben goes outside placement. Bragley with a leap makes the catch. Gets it off in time. What a tremendous play that was by Bragley. Big backhand by Ben. No, got to be closer. Good try. Point 2. Tremendous effort by Bragley to get that ball to the outside. Ben first up on the board in our 6th game. Here's the white shirt of post 3. Receiving is Ikeda. Ball dropped, but Ikeda picks it up on the left side. Ben's looking for Rebote about the 8 line. Low and inside. Missed. Hit the pad. Point 3. Now receiving the green shirt of post 4, Kubala. Beautiful forehand Rebote thrown by Ikeda. Wow. It's in. Point 3. That was interesting. Our next matchup has Ikeda serving to the black shirt of post 5, Tennessee. Powerful backhand by Tennessee. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Tennessee. Almost. Point 3. Ikeda was 3 straight points. In our next matchup, he serves to the yellow shirt of post 6. Bueno receives. Good catch by Bueno, pulling it from the side wall. Forehand rebote by Ikeda. Catch by Bueno. Bueno winds up, throws the 2-all into the pad. Point 3. Ikeda's made 4 straight points. Here's the pink shirt of post 7, Anderluck. Powerful backhand by Anderluck off the serve. Ikeda on the rebote. Catch by Anderluck. Strong forehand throw by Anderluck will score. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8 is Douglas. Catch by Anderluck at the 10 line. Rebote left side by Douglas to the inside. Great catch by Anderluck, almost in and out of the CESTA. Point goes to the 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return is the red shirt of post 1, Bragley. In and out of the CESTA the ball goes. Point 8. Douglas on the board with 3 points. Serving post 2. In the blue shirt, we have Ben. Rebote. Scoop by Ben. Hard throw to the inside. Douglas is there. Winds up. Throws the costado. Scoop missed. Rebote effort. Hits the overhead screen. Point 8. Possible game point here for the purple shirt of post 8. Douglas trying to stop him. Post 4. Kubala. Strong forehand rebote thrown over the top to the inside beautifully by Douglas. Rebote left side. Kubala passes it on the bounce, throws the rebote, keeps the ball in play. Douglas takes it in the air. Rifles this. Kubala stops it, and a great catch on the left side. Rebote left side. Kubala steps up, takes it in the air, puts the backhand back to the inside. Douglas on the rebote. Kubala with another good catch on the left side. Strong backhand by Kubala. Rebote left side by Douglas. In the middle of the court, Kubala's got it. Back to the inside. Catch by Douglas. Rebote left side. Scoop by Douglas. There's the 2-all. That will score for the win. Excellent by both players. Point in game. Purple shirt of post 8, Douglas. 8 wins at 3 places. 7 serves to 2. This is a playoff for 3rd place. Anderluck with the 1,000-mile-an-hour serve. There's Ben on the forehand. Anderluck going for it after the right side. Outside placement does not go outside enough. Ben's got it. Nice forehand throw by Ben. Anderluck from the 10 line. Beautiful reverse by Anderluck. Rebote left side by Ben. It's a 2-all. Anderluck awesome. On the run. That was a great throw by Ben. Point and a 3rd place finish for post 2, Ben. Unofficial order finish 8-3-2. That's all I asked for.
Even if it's a show point playoff, quad point playoff,
fantastic.
you like to see your games ended with a little bit of authority there in that playoff. I mean,
that was
execution from Ben.
That was just
gorgeous.
beautifully played. I mean, really, really beautifully played. All the game as a whole was played better. Douglas, who was out of it in the first matinee, clearly playing much better here in the second matinee, especially in that particular game and that particular point against Kubala. But that playoff there between Ben and Anderluck was throwing about as hard as he can. And he is one of the hardest throwers on the roster. And Ben both scooping it and catching it in the air very nicely and finishing it off with a 2-wall. Throw the ball where your opponent's not. That's exactly what Ben did. And that's why he walked away with third place.
Yeah, Douglas's fantasy owners this week, if you picked him, you can take your first deep sigh of relief there. He's on the board. 5 points for his win there. Number one, and probably many more to come here in this week.
Did you say people fantasizing about Douglas can sigh a relief?
If you took him in fantasy, you can breathe a sigh.
Sorry, my bad.
This is a PG show.
Got it. I totally missed what you said. The pick 3, 278. 3 of 3 numbers returning 122-20. Once again, 122-20, the 278. $2 Quinella 3-8 or 8-3. First and second in any order, $23.60. Trifecta, first, second, and third place finish, 8-3-2, 145.80. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 7, a spectacular 7 singles match, played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Game 7 closes out the high 5 jackpot. There is a scratch. Game 7, post 7, scratch Ron replace Ron with Bragley. Game 7, post 7, scratch Ron replace Ron with Bragley. Post time for Game 7 is now just 7 minutes away.
Being the overall champ in the rookie season was great. I put in hours and hours of hard work in the off-season practicing, and just to show that it paid off in the end was really great. My goal for the 2020 season is to stay healthy, play to the best I can, but definitely I would love to repeat winning singles and doubles again this year. Like I said, I think it's going to be a lot harder, but it's definitely a push that I want. And I'm happy that everybody's getting better, and it's going to be harder for me because it pushes me to be better, and that's what I want ultimately. I would love to be the champ again this year. I am definitely going to try my best. Like I said, the competition is getting better every day, and so I'm going to push to be the best again. But we'll see. It's going to be a long 7-month season, and I'll hope to repeat what I did again.
And you saw Douglas there. That was win number 1 of the week there. 87 for him on the season. He's still topping those championship singles standings here and how it works at Magic City. At the end of the season there, $15,000 bonus goes to the player with the most singles wins. Second place gets $10,000. Third place with a $5,000 bonus there. Douglas still holding on with Ron, who's in second place, not playing any singles games this week here. Good opportunity for Douglas to open up that lead and maybe put it to rest here in this 2020 season. This is a really big week for him, but also guys like Ikeda. You saw him pick up 2 wins early in the week here. He's inching his way closer back into the money, but 47 wins for Ikeda there. He is 10 outside of the money. Bueno is holding on to that third place spot, as we said there, at 57 victories. And Ron, for the record, there's 73 wins for him on the year, but will not be adding to that total here in this week 17.
So, several people alive in this high 5. Always good to see.
So look at that board.
$2,209.20 for everyone except the 1, 2, and 7. So if Douglas, Ikeda, or Bragley win, then the high 5 will carry over. Very interesting. It occurred to me I'd screwed up that Highlight Fantasy thing before. When you weren't here, that night where you took off for the hurricane?
Yeah.
You know, when we thought the hurricane was going to... And if anybody happens to be watching, well, I imagine your power's off. But yeah, no, if anybody's affected or anyone you know is affected by current storm, you know, obviously our thoughts are with you. But no, when you went home for the hurricane that night, I said something for all of your Highlight Fantasy needs. Yeah. I thought about it afterwards. I was like, what the hell did I just say? God.
I guess... In theory, if here for all fantasy highlight needs. Outside, you got to put
fantasy
highlight needs. Yeah, you got to
actually entirely. See, I love language.
Yeah.
I've always loved language. Where you put highlight and fantasy in relation to one another changes the entire context. It goes from something you need to see a psychologist about versus whether or not you're participating.
Well, we hope you're fantasizing
highlight.
about highlight, but
fantasizing about fantasy highlight.
Yes.
There you go. There you go. Game 7, post 7, there's a scratch. Game 7, post 7, scratch Ron, replace Ron with Bragley. Game 7, post 7, scratch Ron, replace Ron with Bragley. It is very interesting between my ears. It really is. I'm like 6'1" with a full head of hair. Yeah.
We wish, right? Yeah. People are saying, look, it's possible. It's starting to go a little bit. Stu doesn't believe the hairline's receding, but it's happening slowly but surely. Oh, it's getting out of there.
You have to brush your hair out of your eyes, for God's sakes.
Well, it's long in the parts where you wouldn't go bald. We'll leave it at that. Well, the top of the head, it's starting to thin. You know, that's. I think a lot of people out there may be,
the yarmulke target.
The yarmulke, yeah. The
yarmulke target.
Too many.
What they call male pattern baldness. What other people call, where you put the yarmulke. Yeah, that's where it's going.
That's the reason, right?
No, this is all hair transplants.
We talked about it. It looks fantastic.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It really does.
Absolutely.
May have
one
to talk to you here.
One of the most painful things that I have ever experienced.
Pain? Oh my God! What do they do? The people on here, they're like, what
they use a local.
Talking about?
It's done with local anesthetic. It is. So they scalp part of your head and then transplant it in the part where you don't have the hair, and it's one by one. It was like 8 hours, and you're awake.
One by one?
One by one.
That's the thing. LASIK, I know that's a pretty big thing, but
LASIK,
people are in and out in a day with that, and they said it doesn't really...
Literally, LASIK, it takes maybe 20, 30 seconds an eye.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally done that quick. Hair transplants, on the other hand, it's 8 hours. They tell you to bring a video. I think I watched 2 movies.
Watch Willy Wonka twice. Yeah, 3 times maybe.
We have less than a minute to go till we begin Game 7. Final reminder of the scratch. Game 7, post 7, scratch Ron, replace Ron with Bragley.
Game time.
Time to begin our 7th game, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt at post 1 is Douglas. Our first matchup has Douglas serving 2, Ikeda. Douglas serves. Our 7th game has begun. Douglas on the rebote. It's a 2-all. Ikeda read it, stopped it, returns it from the forehand. Point 2. In this matchup, Ikeda will serve to the white shirt at post 3, Anderluck. Backhand to the overhead screen, point 2. Green shirt at post 4 receives. Here's Ben. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Ben. Nice backhand by Ben. Strong forehand rebote to the inside. Ben makes a great catch. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Here's Ben again. Ben just coming up with another great catch. Ben looks for the rebote, plays it from the left side. It's a 2-all. Ikeda stops it in the air. Ikeda turns the carom. Ben, he's fast. He got there. Here's the carambola. Excellent catch by Ikeda, right to the inside where it needs to go. Ben got there. Forehand rebote by Ikeda. Ball tipped by Ben. What a beautifully played point by Ikeda, and Ben. Point goes to the 2. Ikeda with 3 points serves now to the black shirt of post 5. In this matchup, Ikeda serves to Kubala. Kubala shuffles back to make the rebote. Good catch by Ikeda. Point 2. Ikeda's on the board with 2 points. Here is the yellow shirt of post 6. Bueno. Bueno on the backhand. Forehand rebote by Ikeda. Back to the 9 line. Bueno's there. Bueno comes hard from the left side. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Bueno. He winds up. Shoots the 2-all. Shot it off the court. Point 2. Ikeda's gone 5 straight points. This matchup has Ikeda serving to the pink shirt of post 7, Bragley. Bragley will take the ball in the forehand at the 11 line. Catch by Ikeda. Ikeda goes deep, keeps it away from the overhead screen. Bragley follows it, gets the ball up to the wall just like he needs to. Moves back into position. Outside placement will score from the forehand of Ikeda. That was beautifully played. Point 2. Straight points to a possible game point here for post 2 in the blue shirt, Ikeda. Trying to stop him. The purple shirt of post 8, Jedin. Catch by Ikeda. Hard backhand. Jedin for the rebote. Ikeda makes the catch on the forehand. Low and hard to the inside. Will score for the win. That is point and a perfect game with no other points on the board for the blue shirt of post 2, Ikeda. 2 wins it. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 will play to 6 points for second and third place. 1 first serves to 3. Picada by Anderluck, stopped on the forehand of Douglas. Picada by Douglas, scoop by Anderluck. Anderluck goes deep from the left side. Rebote. Scoop by Anderluck. Rebote to the inside. Anderluck scoops another one on the left side. Nice backhand to pass. Strong forehand rebote, fire to the inside. Another scoop by Anderluck on the left side. Douglas for the 2-all. It does not cut. Point 3. 3 serves to the green shirt of post 4. Returning to the court, we have Ben. Ben from the left side at the 11 line. Nice backhand, clears the overhead screen. Anderluck on the rebote. Clipped the sidewall, just lands out of play. Point 4. Ben with 2 points, serving to post 5 in the black shirt. Here's Kubala. Powerful backhand by Kubala. Rebote left side by Ben. Kubala takes the ball on the hop. Kubala from the left side. Karam by Kubala, well thrown. 2 score, 0.5. Once again, we're in a playoff for second and third place in this matchup. Kubala serves to post 6. Bueno. Point 6. Receiving, post 7. Bragley. Robote left side by Bueno. 0.7. 7 with 2 points. Here's post 8, Jedden. Good catch by Bragley. He comes back over the top on the right side. That's a fine catch by Jedden. Strong backhand by Jedden. Robote by Bragley. It's a 2-all. Jedden tipped it. 0.7. Possible place point for post 7, Bragley. Trying to stop him. Post 1, Douglas. Douglas with a strong forehand. Bote left side by Bragley. Catch by Douglas. Douglas with the carom. Lands out. 0.7. Point and place to post 7. 3, 4, 5, and 6 will pair off and play off for show. 3 first serves to 4.
I get a chance for third. Yeah, you gotta win one of them.
Big backhand by Ben. Robote forehand by Anderluck. Catch by Ben. Almost. 0.3. 5 serves to 6. The winner of this point meets 3 in the continuing playoff for third place. Catch by Bueno on the forehand. Carom by Bueno, well thrown. And Kubala goes face first into the screen. 3 serves to 6. This is show point. Bueno from the left side off the serve. Robote left side by Anderluck to the outside. Caught by Bueno. Bueno with the carom. Anderluck read it. Stops it. Returns. 3-wall play going way outside to score. Point and a third place finish for post 3, Anderluck. Unofficial order finish 2-7-3. It's official. Coming in first, post 2, Ikeda. Taking second, post 7. Bragley coming in third, post 3, Anderluck. 2-7-3, the official order finish for game number 7. Ikeda played just spectacular that game. I mean, he just was technically, he was in position. The shots he threw scored. He just played very, very well in that game.
Yeah, for anybody in these feature games to run it perfect with no other points on the board. I mean, usually it's Douglas or Ron, so Ikeda playing up to that level this week without Ron in the lineup. That's exactly what he needs if he wants to make a push up these standings. And we saw, I mean, at the end of last week, Ikeda struggled out of the gates, but I think he at least had one win, I think, in that Sunday performance, maybe a couple. So looked like he was starting to put it back together. And at the beginning of the season, he was great. He was out for a couple weeks in that middle part when dealing with all the nonsense. But he's back now, looking like he's regained his form. And he's the only guy this week with more than 2 wins, 3 wins for him. And as we said, making a move up those standings. Now in a solo 4th place.
Game 7, Quinella. 2-7 or 7-2. That's first and second in any order. $62.60. Trifecta 2-7-3 for $33.40. The trifecta first, second, and third place. And for those of you playing the high five, 3-2-7-8-2. 5 of 5 numbers, returning $321.80. Well, I hit the high five. How come I didn't get that $2,000? Well, you need to be the only ticket. That's why. Sorry, it's the rules. I don't make them up. I just agree with them and nod sillily. Just get a silly look on my face and just nod.
Means that pool for tomorrow, though. It'll take us well over that 2,000.
Could be approaching 3,000 easily tomorrow.
Yeah, usually, I mean, we see the more in the carryover, the more that gets bet there. 1565 is carried over, so yeah, very good likelihood that it could be over 3,000. So definitely a good day to play tomorrow.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 8. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Closes out the mighty Ocho for the day. There's a scratch. Game 8, post 2. Scratch Ron. Replace Ron with Jedden. Post time for game number 8. Now just 6 minutes away. Good luck.
Outside placement from Pool. Massier goes back for the rebote diving, and that's a 2-ball and lands just in. That will score.
Goes in from the 4 line. Outside placement stopped by Willow. Willow plays it back. Bueno, what a rebote save on the left side. Stopped on the forehand of Jin. What a beautiful rebote. Jin on the run, 2 bounces, scores. Back to the inside, Carballo goes. Douglas with the blind save. Just lobbed it up under his arm. Rebote thrown beautifully. Antelope gets out of the way. Rebote's back up. What a fine effort. This is a 2-ball. El Barba on the run. And it scores. Carballo picks the serve. Here's the reverse. That is a diving save by CRB. Somehow gets rid of it in time without holding it. Here's Anderluck. Carballo diving save. What a fantastic rebote thrown by Carballo. Ben, diving save. It's up. It's
Wow.
in. It's scored.
Wow.
That's why you never give up.
Big left side takes an interesting hop, goes to the outside. There's Douglas. First play back to the inside. High bouncer. Carballo waits for it.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Rebote save.
Carballo's there. Sidearm carom, split placement. Kubala up at the 5 line. Hello. That's in play. That is absolutely in play. And those were the top 10 Rebotes from 2019. But we're in 2020, and Game 8 is about to begin on this Thursday second matinee performance. There's a scratch. Game 8, Post 2, scratch Ron Ron, replace Ron Ron with Jedden. Game 8, Post 2, scratch Ron Ron, replace Ron Ron with Jedden. And with that, we're ready to begin. Game 8, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving the red shirt of Post 1 is Anderluck. Receiving in the blue of Post 2, substituting for Ron Ron, is Jedden. Anderluck serves. We begin Game 8. It's a beautiful backhand throw by Jedden. Nice forehand rebote by Anderluck. Catch by Jedden. He was winding up to do something, but dropped it on the backswing. Point 1. Anderluck first up on the board in our 8th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of Post 3, Tennessee. Rebote left side by Anderluck. Tennessee reaches up to make the catch. Hard throw. Anderluck, forehand rebote. That's beautifully played rebote by Anderluck. Tennessee making contact with the side wall with that right foot. Good catch by Tennessee. Goes deep. Anderluck, beautiful rebote played from the left side and scoring. That's what he was working on between the two matinees. Very well thrown there. Point 1. Here's the green shirt of Post 4, Ikeda. Excellent catch by Anderluck at the 10 line. Nice backhand follows. Forehand rebote by Ikeda. Catch by Anderluck. He sets, fires it back inside to score. Point 1. Anderluck on the board with 3 straight points. In this matchup, he will serve to the black shirt of Post 5, Bueno. Rebote forehand by Anderluck. Catch by Bueno. Rebote left side, thrown by Anderluck. Ball tip, first time round, point 5. In this matchup, Bueno serves the yellow shirt of Post 6, Ben. Robote forehand by Ben. He lined up with it nicely up there at the 5 line. Bueno goes back to the inside. Ben's there. Good catch. There's the backhand. Robote right to the inside and scoring. Thrown beautifully by Bueno. 0.5. And our next matchup, Bueno will serve to the pink shirt of post 7. Taking the court is Douglas. Good catch by Bueno. Douglas on the Robote. Catch by Bueno. Robote left side. Douglas hard to the inside. Bueno with a great catch on the left side at the 10 line. Robote forehand by Bueno. Catch by Douglas. He winds up. Fires it back to the inside. Not inside enough. Bueno got it handily on the left side. Douglas. Outside placement of the Costado. Robote scores from the ground. Beautifully thrown. 0.7. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Purple shirt of post 8. Kubala. That Robote comes shooting out and scoring. 0.8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return in the second round is Jedden. Robote left side to the inside. Great catch by Jedden. He holds onto it, shows some good control when throwing that backhand. Robote forehand by Jedden. Here's Kubala. Kubala hard to the inside. Great catch by Jedden, pulling it from the sidewall right at the 10 line. Sidearm carom opens up. Jedden stops it. Jedden throws it hard to the inside. Kubala on the run. Kubala made the Robote. Jedden with a hop makes the catch, but knocked it down. 0.8. Well played by Jedden and Kubala. Kubala's got 3 points. He serves to the 3 post. In the white shirt, we have Tennessee. Ball tipped. 0.3. Tennessee's on the board with 2 points. Here's the green shirt of post 4. Ikeda. It's an excellent serve for Tennessee. It's going to score 0.3. Three on the board with 4 points. Here's post 1. Anderluck. Powerful forehand throw by Anderluck. 2-all by Tennessee. Anderluck read it, stops it, returns it for the carambola. Tennessee with a good effort to try to catch that ball in the air. The only way he was going to make that point. Point goes to the 1. That gives Anderluck possible game point. On the court trying to stop him. Yellow shirt at post 6, Ben. Catch by Anderluck. Nice backhand. Robote by Ben. Anderluck on the catch. Great catch. Harden inside. Ben off his footing, but still wound up with the ball. Anderluck. That ball took a bounce. Anderluck was on top of it. Hard throw to the inside. Ben comes up with it on the backhand. Hard backhand follows. Rabote forehand save. Anderluck made contact with it. Ben chased it down. Ben rifles it. Anderluck stops it at the 8 line with a beautiful catch to score. I mean, what a point for point and game to the red shirt of Post 1. Well earned for Anderluck. No playoff here. 3 places, 8 shows. Unofficial order of finish 1, 3, 8. What the hell does anybody want more than that? Seriously.
That was
a granite front wall? You don't need a granite front wall for that action. That was fantastic.
Plexiglass will do.
That was and we're not even plexiglass.
Composite.
That's the sidewall's composite.
Oh,
that play was
0 for 2.
That play was fantastic.
Regardless,
2 games back to back.
That was
that
awesome
was just
stuff.
Absolutely terrific.
And ironically, we were just talking about how Anderluck was working on that. Rabote had to dive back for one that he overran, but got it up off the front wall, and Ben just put it right to that forehand. Yeah, he kind of had all court there, but Anderluck, give him credit. That's how you want every point to end. Every game to end like that. If we can get that, spectacular.
Whatever. Just great to see. Coming in first, Post 1, Anderluck. Well-earned game. Taking second, Post 3, Tennessee. Coming in third, Post 8, Kubala. 1-3-8, the official order of finish for Game 8. I'll have your prices up there in a moment. And question coming to us from the Jai-Alai Channel regarding court length. We are 120 feet wall-to-wall here at Magic City. Miami Jai-Alai, by comparison, is 176 feet. Dania is 178 feet. And you have courts everywhere in between. You have longer courts, you have shorter courts. You have some gigantic courts. You have courts over 200 feet. So we refer to this as short court Jai-Alai. But as long as we see effort and points like that, I don't care how long the court is. That is absolutely fantastic. That's just great to watch. What we just saw was fantastic. The end of the last 2 games have just been absolutely tremendous. That gives us our prices for game number 8. $2 Quinella, 1-3. That's 1-3 or 3-1, $53. The trifecta, 1-3-8, $574.20. Consolations in the win and place pools. No one had 1 or 3 to win or place. Unfortunate for Anderluck there. So the 8 returns 320 to win. The 8 returns 480 to place. Mighty Ocho, 5 of 8 numbers returning $20.60. Carryover jackpot, $1,796. That, of course, is guaranteed at $2,000. But from what I understand, as we roll into our next technical season next week, that's going to go up to $3,000 guarantee. That's what I heard. Heard that something about that.
This birdie must have, active data.
I heard something about that. I heard something about a second pick 3 going in. I mean, I don't know.
And we got those mandatory payouts coming up with the high 5 and the Ocho if they're still carryover.
I believe that's Sunday, correct?
That would be this Sunday. So
this Sunday giveaway.
It's going to be a big Sunday.
Absolutely. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is this afternoon's 9th and final game, a spectacular 9 superfecta match. This game is played at 9 points. Points will double after the first round of play. This offers your only superfecta wagering opportunity. Superfecta returns cash on 1st through 4th place. Similar to a trifecta, just include a 4th number. Post time for Game 9 is just 6 minutes away. Remember, there's a scratch. Game 9, Post 3, scratch Ron, replace Ron with Tennessee. Post time. Once again, 6 minutes away. Good luck.
And it is that superfecta 9-point singles game here to close it out. And how do those 9-point games differ from what you've been seeing in those 7-point ones? Well, we got a video that will explain it for you. Take a look.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those two players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
And now game number 9 here, just about 3 minutes away. You want an ounce of scratch? You want me to do it still? You know what? You've been doing a lot today. I'll take it for you. Game 9. We got 1 scratch here. Save your breath. We got a full week here, Stu. We don't want you to get the pitch count up here.
You just don't like when I miss days. You're afraid that my age is showing. And I'm going to keel over, and you're going to be required to do both.
Well,
of it,
will I
right?
still get fantasy points if you're a substitute announcer? Sure.
Absolutely. Well, you have to talk to the guy who's in charge of fantasy, which is definitely not me.
No, but here, game 9, post 3, this final scratch of the day here. Going to scratch Ron and replace him with Tennessee. Game 9, post 3. Going to scratch Ron and replace him with Tennessee. And I'll say Tennessee in these later games took the place there in game 8. Has been playing some pretty strong points. Usually a guy that's got those earlier games, and I think it's good for him also to play up in this level of competition because at the end of the day, what we've talked about here, you play against better players, it's only going to raise your level of game in the end of the day.
If you're able to do it, and that's not everyone on the roster. And that's also, again, when you think about what we have to compare to, you're not, people throw out Dania because that's the word that they know. They know Dania. They don't know the various schools in Spain, France, formerly in the United States, where you can look at guys in their second year and their third year, because that's really the only comparison you can make.
Right.
The fact that we pay very well. A question I saw earlier before, unlike Dania, no, we don't pay for runouts here.
No.
Dania does have, I believe they have or had at least a bonus for perfect games. We do not offer that at Magic City. It's just straightforward. 150, 25, and doubled for the doubles.
Yep.
So that's the way that works. But no, so to make fair comparisons, you would have to look at other players actually in training or in the schools, or if they were playing competitively in their second and third year. That's really the only fair comparison that can be made.
And these guys are doing a great job. How about Anderluck? First win of the week there. Just a terrific performance in game number 8. Thought he got on the board there. He's been all over it. He's placed once, showed twice, 1 quad finish, but that's win number 1 for him. And said there, we talked about fantasy a little bit, but those points pretty well balanced across the board. Douglas not having his best day, so actually in the lead if you're playing along fantasy. You got Ikeda with 21 points. He's your highest point scorer thus far. Ben there in second. He's got 15, but a lot of names that are very close there. Anderluck 13, Bueno 13, Tennessee 12, Bradley 11, Diaz 10 points. Then a lot of guys in the high single digits as well. Then how about Lamonte? 2 fantasy points for him last week. It's back on the dollar menu, but a lot of value this week. 7 points already for him, and he's got a lot more opportunities to go to earn points here this week. And if you'd like to play along at Fantasy Jai-Alai, of course, fantasyjai-alai.com. You can sign up. It's completely free. We do have cash prizes up on the table here. $150 goes to the winner each week. In addition to a Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt, that will be the case again for this week as we are over 150 players. We got game 9, Stu, to close it out.
Let's begin our 9th game. It's a spectacular 9 superfecta match. This game is played at 9. That's 9 points, with all points doubling after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Jed, and receiving in the blue of post 2 is Ikeda. Jed serves. We begin game 9. Ball tip, point 2. Here's the white shirt of post 3, Tennessee. Point 2. Green shirt of post 4, Douglas receives. Here's the rebote for Ikeda. Douglas midcourt makes the catch. Placement to the inside. Scooped up by Ikeda and a nice catch. Douglas on the backhand. Goes deep. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Here's Douglas. Contact with that side wall. Got the ball to shoot out off the rebote. Point goes to the 4. That'll bring to the court the black shirt of post 5, Anderluck. Anderluck, powerful forehand right back to the inside. Douglas is there. Outside placement by Douglas, scores perfect. 2-score, point 4. Now receiving the yellow shirt of post 6. Here's Ben. Rebote fired from the left side. Made contact with the side wall, though. Interference. The point will be replayed. Are you guys really having a conversation with people in the cage? That's interesting. That's real interesting. Yeah, I can't say I'm a fan.
Interesting for the wall.
So, let's play again. Douglas will serve to Ben. Catch by Ben. There's a backhand. Catch by Douglas. Carom by Ben. Douglas read it, stops it, returns the carom, cuts it, it scores. Point 4. Here's the pink shirt of post 7, Bueno. Catch by Bueno. Douglas from the 9 line. There's the carom. That scores. Point 4. 4 on the board with 4 points. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Wearing the purple shirt of post 8 is Kubala. Ball tipped off the serve. Point 4. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Douglas has 5 points, but remember 9 points needed to win a superfecta game. First to return in the second round, post 1. Ball dropped off the serve, point 4. Straight points to a possible game point here for post 4. Douglas trying to stop him is Tennessee. Catch by Douglas on the forehand. Outside placement, thrown to score nicely. That is point and a perfect game to the green shirt of post 4, Douglas. 4 wins at 2 places. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 3 will pair off and play off for 3rd and 4th position. 5 first serves, 2, 6. Catch by Anderluck. There's a hard throw. Rebote by Ben. He gets it up to the front wall. Anderluck takes it on the hop. Powerful throw. Will score for Anderluck. Point 5. 7 now serves to 8. Nice backhand by Kubala. Rebote by Bueno. Kubala moves up on it, makes the catch. Hard to the inside he goes. Picked up by Bueno. Ball tipped. Point 8. One now serves to 3. The winner of this point meets 5 and 8 in the continuing playoff for show and quad. Tennessee makes the catch at the 10 line. Nice backhand. Rebote left side. Got away from him. Point 3. 5, 8, and 3 continue in the playoff for third and fourth place. 5 first serves to 8. Strong forehand rebote by Anderluck. Good catch by Kubala. Hard throw by Kubala. Scoop by Anderluck. Beautifully caught. Rebote forehand save by Kubala. Anderluck moving all the way to the 4 line to make the catch. Just tries to get it past Kubala. Kubala cut it off. Anderluck cuts it off. There's the backhand. Caught in the air by Kubala. Reverse 2-0 by Kubala. Ugh. Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. Point 8. Possible show point for Kubala. Trying to stop him is Tennessee. Good catch by Tennessee. Rebote forehand by Tennessee. Nicely thrown. Tipped. Point 3. 3 serves to 8. This is a playoff for show and quad. Nice backhand by Kubala. Rebote save by Tennessee. He hung in there nicely to make that rebote. Sidearm carom scores beautifully for Kubala. Well thrown. Point and a third place finish to post 8-3 takes the quad. Unofficial order finish 4-2, 8-3. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results from game number 9 are official. Coming in first, post 4, Douglas. Taking second, post 2, Ikeda. Coming in third, post 8, Kubala. Taking the quad, post 3, Tennessee. 4-2, 8-3 is the official result for game number 9. We'll have your prices up there in just a moment.
We've kind of been waiting all day for a game like that from Douglas. Running it out perfect, although wasn't overly dominant highlight, not as dominant as we've seen, but he just seemed to slow it down, take his time, and just plowed through the competition there in that 9th game and picking up the win and a perfect game for him.
Well, that outside placement was well
done.
That
was beautiful. To end it? Oh, yeah.
That was very well done. That was
the outside placement, I'll say, one of the prettiest when it's executed perfectly. Just totally fakes the guy out there. You catch him going one way. And
Anderluck's got the best one on the roster.
Yeah.
I mean, without any question. This is absolutely tremendous. Good right side overall. There are your prices from Game 9. Trifecta, 4-2-8. That's first, second, and third place finish. $77.20. The Superfecta, $2 price. 4-2-8-3. $556.60. Good to see a Superfecta up in the 500s. Very nice. The Quinella, 2442. That's first and second, any order. It's $11.60. Overall, not a bad start to the week of Live Highlight here at Magic City. Reminder that we play Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're back here tomorrow at 12 noon and 4 p.m. Saturday, then, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Nighttime is the right time to play Highlight on a Saturday night at 8 p.m. So 4 and 8 p.m. on Saturday, and then Sunday, 12 p.m. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Thursday afternoon performance of Live Highlight in the Magic City on the Highlight Channel. We're glad that you chose to join us this afternoon and invite you to join us again tomorrow when we'll play 9 more action-packed games at 12 p.m. We sincerely hope that you enjoyed today's Highlight action at Magic City. Please like and subscribe if you have not already done so to the Highlight Channel, and let us know your thoughts and any questions you may have in the live chat while we're playing. Occasionally, those comments do get passed along, and we're able to answer them on a case-by-case basis, as assessed by Highlight Channel Management. On behalf of the players, staff, and management of Magic City, we thank you for joining us today and hope you'll join us again tomorrow at 12 noon. So goodbye, till we can see you back here at Magic City Highlight.